Have you ever wished that Black Friday sales also applied to homes? If so, today's your lucky day because I'm going to take you on a tour of two beautiful new homes in the Columbus, Ohio suburbs and share with you the details of the unbelievable savings you can get on these homes and others that you won't find on Zillow. So here's the first home we're going to take a look at today. It is absolutely stunning on the outside. Now this one is listed at right around $768,000, but more on that later. So I'm going to go into all the details. And by the way, the next home we're going to see is such a crazy deal. You're not going to believe it. So make sure you stick around for that. It's probably maybe 2 months ago now. I was touring a home right down the street from this one, and I was bummed that it wasn't quite ready yet. But this is a beautiful, beautiful neighborhood. So let's go on inside and check out the first home. So I'm so glad that I'm getting the opportunity to actually show you this home because when I had filmed the home just down the street, like I mentioned a couple months ago, I was hoping that this one would be available, and it was not ready at all yet. So I didn't want to, show you a home that was just in shambles, but I'm super glad to be able to show it to you now. So dining room right here off the front of the home, and it is very big and spacious. And of course, right over here next to the entry. Well, let me first show you the entry because that is pretty unique as well. You do have the 2-story foyer. Very nice light fixture up there. And then you have a flex room on this side of the entryway, which again, this is a very, very spacious room. So very nice with what you can do over here. So this would be a great additional sitting area. Maybe got a nice grand piano you could put in here. That would look gorgeous in this room. But yeah, this is a beautiful home. Of course, you have 9-foot high ceilings in here. Another thing that I love when builders do is these archways when you kind of are going from one area to the next area. So that is very cool. We're not going to go down there yet, but I just wanted to kind of give you a sneak peek at the open stairs going down to the basement, which I love it when they do that because then it's finished rather than being open. And let's go over here really quick because I know you might have been thinking, David, I can't believe they don't have an office. They do, don't worry. That was just an additional flex space. So this room is completely huge. I mean, this is bigger than some primary bedrooms that I see in lower priced homes. This is a huge room. I don't know the exact dimensions off the top of my head of it, but it's massive. You could fit you could fit 2 king size beds in here if you wanted to. Now there wouldn't be that much other space beyond that, but that's how big it is. So lots of natural light coming in through the windows, of course. And then right next to it is your powder room. Now don't worry, I am going to go over the details of the sale that this home is on right now and all the details about it, including how much overall money you will save. So here's your double wide coat closet right there. I just want to show you some of these main features of this home first. Look at that picture window right there. Beautiful. And of course the fireplace looks pretty nice too. Oh, this is gorgeous. I love getting to tour the homes by this particular builder. So this is one builder, and then the next home is going to be a different builder. This for this kind of tier price range, not being like the actual luxury, fully custom homes. This builder gets some really gorgeous homes. So again, I'm always really happy when I get to bring them to you and show them to you because they look stunning on the inside. So yet another picture window. So this is now 3 big picture windows. This one obviously in your morning room space, your eat-in kitchen space, whatever you want to call it. But so much natural light coming in here. I absolutely love it. So this particular street that this home is on, it's it's a single street with a cul-de-sac on the end of it. So you don't have traffic coming through, driving past you, other than it's just people who live on this street. So there's your pantry right there. And now here is your kitchen. This looks stunning. Wow. I love it again when they do the wood instead of the stainless steel. My personal opinion, I like seeing the wood for the vent, for the hood there. I mean, it just looks so nice. That looks gorgeous. Wow. And that's like a dream kitchen right there. So nice. If you guys want to buy me this home, I'll accept. I'll take it. It's very nice. Man, these cabinets look amazing. All right, so you do have over here, you got your oven, your microwave, obviously your fridge will go there. Here is your gas range. And then over here, you've got your dishwasher and your sink, which I'm gonna go ahead and turn on the faucet right here. And there, now the water's running. Just kidding. Of course, they don't have the faucet in right now, but you can plug things in. I was just in another home. Oops, didn't get it pushed up right away. I was with another builder just recently, and I was telling them about this. I was like, there is a builder that I've seen on all their spec homes. They put this in there. And they're like, well, what builder is it? So I told them, because this is the builder right here. Okay, I just realized something. I didn't notice this when I turned the lights on. You do have a pocket door right there. That's nice. Because I thought, man, it's kind of weird to have this be opened here. So here we should have another coat closet. We do. And then right over here is your garage entry. So really convenient to the kitchen. So you know what, I actually just had someone ask me, why don't we see two separate doors here in the Columbus area? And I was like, I don't think there's any reason why other than just builder preference of them not wanting to do two separate doors. And so in this case, you know, obviously the builder chose to do it, whereas most of the homes, actually now that I think, I didn't pay attention for sure, but I think most of the homes even on this street by the same builder have, you know, just like one door for a 2-car garage rather than two separate doors. Anyway, it is what it is. So here's your laundry right here, main level. And that's part of the reason why I thought, man, it's kind of weird to not have a door getting back here. So that's why I was excited to see the pocket door there after all. So here's now the door going up. Well, let me go ahead and show you. This does connect here over to the dining room. So that is really cool. You still have this nice connection point, but I feel like this main level just flows really nicely. Of course, here with the island, you have the seating under here. Obviously that is a huge area over there where you can put a nice big table. Let me just see, this does open up. So you have nice storage here on the side as well. Very cool. Of course, they're soft close cabinets, but really great area in here. This would be so nice for entertaining. But I can't wait to show you the rest of the home and tell you all about the sale. I hope you're enjoying the home tour so far. I just wanted to say hi and thank you so much for watching. If we haven't met, my name is David DeLuey with Red One Realty, your Columbus, Ohio real estate agent. If you're thinking about buying or building a new construction home in the Columbus, Ohio suburbs, you've come to the right place. Every Saturday morning at 10 a.m. Eastern Time, I show you Columbus, Ohio home tours of model homes and new construction homes for sale across the Columbus, Ohio suburbs, so you can see what living in Columbus, Ohio could look like for you. And by the way, if you want to make sure that you have representation from someone who has your best interests in mind, that's why I'm here. Because I focus so much of my time on new construction homes in the Columbus, Ohio suburbs, this is an area of expertise for me that you just don't find elsewhere. Just make sure to reach out to me first before you go to any model homes or talk with any builder reps, because with some builders, if I don't introduce you to them, they won't allow me to help you. Now, the great thing for you is that it doesn't cost you anything extra to work with me as your real estate agent, as the builders will compensate me and they don't give you a discount for not working with a real estate agent. I have people just like you reaching out to me all the time to help them with their move to Columbus, Ohio, and I absolutely love it. To contact me, you can send me a text, give me a call, send me an email, or my favorite is to schedule a time for a video call by scanning the QR code on the screen with your smartphone camera, or you can also find a link for it in the description. And of course, if you need to sell a home or you want to buy a home that isn't new, I'm more than happy to help you with that as well. I look forward to hearing from you soon to help you with your move to Columbus, Ohio. So I mentioned at the beginning that this home is listed right around $768,000. So that is true. It's listed right around $768,000, but it is on sale, like I mentioned. So the sale price, which is not listed on the MLS or on Zillow or Realtor.com or any of those websites, it's actually on sale $23,000 off of that price. So let you do the math, but that's right around $745,000. So you definitely are getting a sale price, and you're not getting it because it's on Zillow. So sometimes builders will do that, and this is one of those cases where they are doing a beautiful view from up here, obviously with the gorgeous railing, nice light fixture there for your foyer. But so that is saving you $23,000 right off the bat. And again, I know that might be like, oh, okay, that's pretty cool. Wait until the next home. You got to stick around for that. That one is just crazy too. So not only are they giving the $23,000 off, they're also doing a 2-point buy down, as well as $2,000 towards your closing costs. So if you add all those things up, and also you can do a free refinance within 3 years. So if interest rates come down, you can refinance and get a better rate. So nice walk-in closet here. And this is a very, very spacious bedroom. So great size. Obviously this is a pretty big home, and it's a nice neighborhood. I mean, these homes look great. So that's your view from the front of the home. It just snowed last night and this morning. That's why there's snow out. This is our first snow of the season, but it'll warm up by the end of the week. But anyway, so they're doing 2 points for a buy down plus $2,000 towards your closing costs. So that saves you, the buy down was going to save you a little over $100 a month compared to if you're just getting a market rate. So obviously that's not, if you think about it like, oh, that's only $100 per month. Like, well, I mean, that adds up. Like you could do other things with that money. Let me actually show you the rest of the cabinet real closely. I feel like that just looks really nice. Again, kind of has that theme of the kitchen. Very, very nice cabinets there in the bathroom. But like I said, that's $100 a month that you can put towards whatever you want, whether that's paying off other debt or just saving, investing, piano lessons, baseball, travel baseball, whatever it is that your family is needing it for. So if you combine that over the course of a loan, it's about $39,000. So obviously if you're thinking, well, $100 a month, like that's not all that much. But again, over the course of a loan, if you're planning on staying here for a long time, it's a lot of money over time, saving you $39,000. So if you combine all of that, the $23,000 sale price that's not advertised on the MLS or Zillow, plus the buy down, plus the closing cost help, that's a total of about $64,000 that you can save on this home right now. Now, this sale price is just for a limited time. So by the time this video gets put out, I want to say there's going to be about a week left. So you do need to move fast if you're wanting to take advantage of this special offer that they're having right now. It is kind of like that Black Friday type of sale, just for homes instead of, just for TVs and whatever other things we buy, vacuums. What do you buy on Black Friday, right? I almost said grasshoppers. I meant to say lawnmower. You buy a grasshopper on Black Friday. I have never bought a grasshopper, but lawnmower was the word I had in my mind, even though grasshopper came up. So this is a really nice closet. And I love too the fact that they have the window in here. I was wondering when I saw the windows on the exterior, I wonder if those are in a bedroom. No, but it's actually in a closet, but that's cool because it's up a little bit higher. That way you don't see, like you still have the normal window in the room itself, but you still get the natural light in the closet, which I personally love so much when you get that. So anyway, like I said, That's amazing. You get to save about $64,000 if you held on to it for the life of the loan. Really, really nice. And then we're gonna check out the primary bedroom next. And again, stick around for the next one. I know, because I did the math already, the savings are gonna blow you out of the water on the next home. But you also gotta check out the bathroom in this one, because this bathroom is amazing too. So these windows, again, really big windows, love it. You got 8-foot high ceilings in here. So this was the kind of dining area, like the morning room right here. That's what this roof line is. Kind of like having that there. Looks nice. So great sized primary bedroom. Of course, you got the double door entry to the room. Also, you have the double door entry into the bathroom too. So let's go check that out now. So you got dual sinks. And again, you got the same wood theme, which looks so nice. Like, these are very, very nice looking cabinets, countertops. Got a window so you get some natural light. Looks like that house is getting wrapped up with their framing, so they'll be done sooner rather than later, which is always nice. Let me step back around here. Where should we go next? Sorry, we got a private water closet over here. So by the way, this is a really spacious floor in here. You know, so this isn't the type of bathroom where like you run into each other and no one can ever get by the other person because there's no floor space. I mean, there is floor space all over here. So that's very nice. So you got your water closet over here and you got your walk-in closet right here, which, I mean, this is an okay size, not too bad. You got plenty of storage though. Like, it's nice that they gave you the two racks on each side. So you got plenty of space for storing things. And right over here we have the shower. Looks like the same tile in here as was used for the backsplash in the kitchen. Then you got a different tile down on the floor. I really like that tile a lot. Very nice. We do have one other thing over here. Oh look, it's another walk-in closet. And this one's big enough, this is like bigger than a lap pool. Like one of those pools that like has the water going against you so you can just swim in place. You could put one of those pools right here in your closet. I don't know if you should do that. It's probably not recommended to do that, but you know, more power to you if you can figure that out. But this is huge. Oh my goodness. This might be twice the size of the other closet. So this is a lot of closet space. Wow, man, and if you put some custom built-ins in here, you could go to town. Because this is what I'm talking about. This is what bedrooms, primary bedrooms need, this type of closet. Take note, builders, we need more closets like this one. And this isn't even the only closet. Like, this is just the bigger of the two closets. So this is epic, very nicely done. Let's go check out the next one. So here's the final home for today's video. There's no quick way for me to get across there, so I'm going to try to walk quickly. I'll give you the walk around. So obviously we're on a corner lot here, so you got a ton of space between you and your neighbor, which is really nice. And all the homes in this community do have the side load garage, but this one, because you're on the corner lot, you can just back straight out rather than having to turn as you go, which is very nice. And kind of fun. Obviously, of course, I mentioned that we're going to be talking about all the incentives, so I will get to that in just a minute. Got the long walk down the sidewalk here. I do like that they do have a front porch on this home, and I can't wait to show you the inside. So let's go on in and check it out. So it's kind of fun that in today's video, both of these homes are actually floor plans that I've never toured before. Not only have I never shown you these homes before, I've actually never toured them myself before. So I always love getting to see what is new and out there. Actually, when I was driving on my way out to come tour today, one of the builder reps called me just to give me an update about what they have to offer as far as what their financing looks like. And he was telling me about a new model home that they have that's just about ready, because he knew that I would want to go film it as soon as it's done. So anyway, I love getting to bring you all new tours so you can be up to date as what is happening here in the area, and you can be one of the first people to see new model homes and new floor plans as they come available. So very nice study here at the front of the home. And then of course, here we have a great dining room. I love it when homes have enough space to do both. Because occasionally you'll just see, okay, it has a flex room. So maybe you use it as a dining room, maybe you use it as an office or a sitting room or something like that. But in this case, you have both the dining room and the study, which again, I really appreciate having that. I think it is a great feature to have both. So nice closet here. And something I noticed as I was opening the door here, that is a heavy door. So that's a solid door, which is great to have that. All right, so over in this area here, let's come down here, and don't worry, I am gonna go over all of the details about the incentives and the absolutely, I don't wanna say it's unbelievable because like I've already seen it, but it's crazy how much money you can save on this particular home. And then there's so many other homes. It's not applicable to every home for this builder. Again, this is a different builder than the previous home. But they have a lot of homes, I shouldn't say a lot, there might be like 30 total that qualify for this incentive. So if you have any interest, after I tell you what it is and tell you the details, feel free to reach out to me, because they have some homes in some really great neighborhoods. So neighborhoods that I have clients who have bought homes in this year. There's homes by this builder that qualify for that incentive. So really, really phenomenal. So you're gonna want to take advantage of that if you have the ability to. So here is your 3-car garage. Of course, it's that side load garage. I do wanna step out right over here to show you something, which I love on the side load garages. When you have the windows, it just looks so nice. So not only is it a 3-car garage, but then you also have this extra storage space over here too, which I love it so much. You know, that way, if you got 2 adult drivers and a teen driver, you still have storage space, which is great. You even have a hose bib here in the garage in case you want to wash your car in the winter time. You can do that, but it's really cool. And of course, you have your boot bench here, your hooks. Very nice family entry over here. But this is fun. I love getting to do this and bringing these tours to you. Gorgeous home. So this is a fun neighborhood. Obviously, you have the very big home sites. So, you know, when people say, oh, these new construction homes are so close to their neighbors, I wouldn't want to be that close to my neighbor and pay that much for a home. Well, in this case, you actually have a good amount of space before your neighbors, which is really nice. So, of course, you have a very spacious, great room here. Now, one of the things that you can do with this floor plan, obviously didn't in this home, you can actually make it to where this is just a 1-level great room and then make a game room up above it. So that would be a massive game room if you chose to do that, if you were to build it. But it's really cool what you can do. Obviously, they're showing here you can do a sunroom. You can also make this into a covered porch also if you prefer, or it can just be like a bay window here. You can also make an extension to the great room so that it can be bumped out further there as well. And actually an additional option is you can make an additional pantry over here, kind of where the area between the cabinets and the wall here, you can make that into an additional pantry space. So if you want more pantry space, you can do that. So it's kind of nice to see the different options. With this being one of the biggest floor plans they offer, it's cool that you get so many different things that you can do with it. Speaking of big floor plans, check out how big this kitchen is and how big the island in particular is. This is absolutely massive. Wow. So cool. And we do have that theme going today of the wood colored cabinets rather than the painted cabinets. So hopefully you like that, because if not, that's all you're getting today. You're just getting the wood cabinets. I like it personally myself. So here is over where your fridge would be. Of course, you got the nice little area next to it. Maybe you put your coffee maker, or maybe you just leave it empty, whichever you prefer, because you do have a butler's pantry area where you could put your coffee maker instead if you so prefer. Of course, you got your oven here, you got your microwave, you got your gas range. So many cabinets, love it. Very nice backsplash. I feel like I've seen a backsplash similar to this recently, but definitely a more updated look than I've seen in some of the previous ones. Like that wasn't around a couple years ago when I first started, which by the way, I actually just got the notification this morning from YouTube saying, congratulations, it's been 3 years since your first upload. So thank you so much for your support, everyone watching. I wouldn't be doing this if you weren't watching, if you weren't reaching out to me. So I really do appreciate that. Thank you so much for your support, both in watching, but especially in reaching out to me. Because again, that's why I do this, is to help people just like you who are buying or selling a home here in the Columbus, Ohio area. So I couldn't be doing this without you. And I'm really grateful to be able to do this, because this is a lot of fun to get to go tour beautiful homes, but then also a lot of fun to get to help people like you buy or sell a home. I think I looked this morning and I want to say it was either 7 or 8. I want to say it was 8 buyers that I have in contract. So 8 clients who are buying a home, are currently in contract on that home here in the Columbus, Ohio area. So really grateful for all of you, and also for those of you who have reached out but are not in contract yet, and we're working on it, but really excited for everyone. So again, I am just a little bit, when we get down to the basement, I'm going to start going over all those details for the financing incentives, which are incredible. Again, with this builder, not only on this home, but on other homes as well. So as you can see here in this particular home, they made this into a bedroom and they have a full bathroom here. You do have the option. This is one of the options. So this could have just been a flex room, but they turned it into an additional bedroom. All right, so now we have our bathroom with shower. So this would be a great guest room. If you have people staying with you, they can all just stay right here on the main level, which is very handy to do. But let's head on down to the basement now and start telling you about these sweet incentives. So this particular home, like I mentioned, is just around $825,000. So if you were to get this home with the typical market interest rate, which is right around 6.25% right now, which by the way, this is really cool. They have it finished all the way up to the ceiling, which then goes up pretty high rather than it being underneath the staircase, because typically the stairs to the basement is underneath the staircase going upstairs. In this case, it's not there, so you get it all the way up, which is very nice looking. But anyway, so it's listed right around 825. So at that 6.25% rate, based on the just kind of standard incentive that they have, where for 7 years you can get, it's called an adjustable rate mortgage, or ARM. And by the way, this could be an additional bedroom down here. That's why they have the egress window there. They also have the rough ends for the full bathroom right over there. So you can add this space as part of the finished basement if you so chose to do that. Which, by the way, this is a massive basement, and you do have 9-foot high ceilings down here too. So even better than having just a huge space is when you can get it where you also have the 9-foot high ceilings, which is great. So this is under the sunroom. And one thing that's kind of neat, they did it like this. So they have the steel beam here running across, and the ductwork for the furnace and air conditioning are right next to it. So you can just have one longer bulkhead going under there rather than it being like, well, you got the steel beam way over there, and then you have, one ductwork place here and another ductwork thing over here, where you just need to have all these bulkheads sticking down. So it's nice how they did it. That way it just kind of maximizes the ceiling height in your basement. Anyway, getting back to the incentive. So 6.25% is roughly what we're looking at right now on a 30-year fixed, but you can get 3.99% for 7 years with this builder. So just counting that part, that savings alone for those 7 years would be over $1,000 per month, which is pretty amazing on the monthly payment. But on this particular home and some other homes as well, you can also get a 2-1 buy down in addition to that 3.99%. So that means in the first year, you're actually going to be saving over $1,800 per month compared to the typical rate. So the typical rate, 6.25%. In the first year, though, on this home, you can get it for 1.99%. So the payment is so much less. It's $1,827 per month less, which is crazy. And then for the second year, it'll be 2.99%. So that payment is going to save you around $1,440 per month. Again, still amazing. And then in years 3 through 7, you're still at that 3.99%. So you're saving over $1,000 per month with that. So if you added all of those up, your total savings over the first 7 years, not talking about 30 years of ownership, if you just owned the home for 7 years, your total savings at that point would be over $100,000 of savings on monthly payments in 7 years. I mean, that's crazy to me. Absolutely crazy. I can't remember off the top of my head the amount that breaks down to. I know I had written it down at one point, but I didn't write it down on the paper, my little cheat sheet that I brought in with me right here. But that's crazy. I want to say that that's something like $14,000 on average per year. Now, obviously, it's not $14,000 per year because the first year it's higher because the incentive is bigger in the first year. In the second year, it's still bigger than that. But I mean, that's crazy. So $100,000 over the first 7 years that you can save. And after that, you can refinance, or you can just keep doing what you're doing. Maybe you sell the home, whatever the case might be. But if you could imagine saving $100,000 on a home in 7 years, that's really cool. So I know that with the market, how it's been, I'm seeing a lot of homes that are, I don't want to call it old necessarily. This is kind of cool. You do have a full-size window in this closet. So a ton of natural light in here. So this is south-facing generally on the front of the home. Here, I didn't even notice it. Obviously, I don't have the light on in here because I must not have realized it. Someone had called me when I was going around and turning the lights on. But you have an ensuite bathroom right here. That is very nice. Very cool. But there's a lot of homes that are on the market, that's what I was trying to say, where they're, let's say 10, 15 years old, and they need a ton of updates. But they're in nice areas like this. This is in Powell. Well, technically, I think it's a Delaware address. It's so close to Powell. So there's a brand new Kroger that just opened that's 3 minutes away, that's in Powell. I'll put it that way. That's how close you are to Powell. So nice big laundry room. And, but there's a lot of times, so this is Olentangy Schools. The previous home was in Dublin Schools in Jerome Village. So a lot of times you'll see these homes where it's like, okay, it's $700,000, $800,000, but it's 10, 15, 20 years old, and it's really outdated. Like I was just in a home a couple weeks ago, and it was, I want to say it was over $700,000, and man, the entire home was outdated. It was gnarly, it was rough. Like it had the appearance of like, okay, this could be good, but like the rooms were weird sizes and small, and I mean, you probably needed to spend $250,000 on that home to make it just like this home, which would make it way more expensive, and you don't get any financing incentives if that was the case. So, I mean, when you start thinking about it like that, a new home like this is a steal because you can get the better interest rate. You might pay a little bit more for it, but a lot of times people are still trying to sell these older, outdated homes for so much money. So it just does not become very practical to get a home when you're comparing it. So this is a Jack and Jill bathroom, by the way, in case you didn't notice as we were doing it. So kind of interesting setup. So you go straight in to where the sink is. It's already tiled here. And then you can go into your closet to the right. And then there's the door to get into where the toilet and the shower is. So you actually have a pretty big vanity here, which is very nice for a Jack and Jill bathroom. And you have a linen closet here. And of course your toilet and your stand-up shower. And then you have a towel rack behind the door there. And then on the other side of the Jack and Jill, here is the other vanity. Again, so of course you can close it off that way. And same thing here, you don't have a door to get into the area where the sink is, but that's where your tile starts. Now this one, you have the closet over here. So you don't have, the closet's in a separate space, still carpeted rather than being where the tile flooring is in the bathroom. Anyway, so oftentimes these homes are a great value just in regards to even the monthly payment, and at least you're getting a current style of a home rather than a very outdated style. Now I want to say something too. I know we're about to head into the primary, and I'm going to kind of keep talking a little bit because I want to share you these details. I mean, there's homes in the Olentangy School District. There's even some in the Olentangy School District that were under $500,000. It didn't have a basement, but on that particular home, in the first 7 years, you would save $61,000 on your monthly payments. That's crazy. On a $500,000 home, you save $61,000 over the first 7 years. There's homes also in Olentangy schools for about $550,000 and $575,000. On those homes, you save $67,000 and $70,000 over those first 7 years. So it's something where, I mean, I feel so strongly about this. One of the things about it is you have to be able to close by the end of this year. And there's only certain homes that qualify for it. So I'm telling you this to let you know because I don't want you to miss out. You don't often see specials like this because, you know, like on the previous home I mentioned where it's like, okay, I mean, if you kept it for the life of the loan, you could save, what was it, $64,000 if you kept it for 30 years. In this case, I'm talking about if you keep it for 7 years, you save $70,000. That's $10,000 per year, over, you know, on average for the first 7 years, which is phenomenal, right? There's other homes. I'm just giving you a ballpark idea of like, okay, here's a few different home prices and there's mirrors everywhere. I'm gonna be stuck in these mirrors before I know it. I'm walking carefully. There I am, I caught myself. There's no hiding now. There's mirrors all over the place. But so some of the homes were in Olentangy schools or Dublin schools. There's another home like one I showed a couple weeks ago. So I didn't want to show it today again, but that one's priced around $800,000. So on that home, you'd save just about $98,000 in payments in the first 7 years. So, I mean, that is some crazy, crazy savings for you, but you do have to close by the end of this year. Now, the nice thing is, here's your walk-in closet. The nice thing is if you close in December, your first monthly payment will not be until February. So if you're like, oh, well, this is kind of last minute for us, wasn't really planning, you know, maybe you're planning, maybe you're thinking about it, maybe you're on the fence, or maybe you're totally out of left field and you're like, oh, I didn't know I wanted to buy a home, but David, this deal's too good to pass up. Let us know. I can send you the list, we can talk, and I can show you all the homes that qualify for it, because not every home does. So like I have a client that's looking in a different neighborhood right now where none of the homes in that neighborhood qualify for it. But I'm happy to share with you the list. We can go over the list so we can figure out what homes might work for you. And it might just make a lot of sense for you. But obviously if it doesn't make sense, it doesn't make sense. Keep waiting. But would love to hear from you and would love to help in any way that I can. I do want to tell you for this bathroom, I was looking it up before I came. There's a few different options. So you can have just a shower and an empty space. You can have just a shower and a closet. You can have a shower and a tub, or you can have this oversized shower. So that's what they chose in this particular home, which I love this shower. This looks epic. Of course, they got the wood cabinets like they did downstairs. You have the transom window over here to get some natural light in. But this is just a gorgeous shower. And again, of course, if you have any questions about which homes qualify for this crazy incentive, again, up to, like for this one, this was the most expensive one. So it had the biggest savings of over $100,000. If you have any questions about it, feel free to let me know. I would absolutely love to help you with it. But I hope you enjoyed the home tour. If you like this video, make sure to check out this video right here, or you can see the one that YouTube thinks you'll like right over here. Thank you as always for watching, and I'll see you next week.